Hello to my Scorpios. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get right into it. All right, as we're closing out this cycle and getting ready for a new cycle, this video is for the 20th through the 27th of June. Let's see what's in your cards. I am polite with everyone I meet. That's right. And continue to do so. Be polite with everyone that you meet. Talking to you wherever Scorpio is in your birth chart. You all roll 8th house. So you do not want to be chained or connected to energies who are not polite with everyone that you meet, because they could have a chain reaction. Oh, you're connected to that person. They are rude. Financial freedom, 413. Take back your control. There's a need for you to look at your finances and get them in order. Organizing, understanding, and budgeting your money are all actions that create pathways to more financial abundance in the future. Reflect on an area of your life that does not support your financial freedom. Spend 20 minutes today digging deeper into your financial predicament you've been ignoring. So yeah, get some structure going. There could be two energies that you love that are not really financially savvy, or it could be one that you may have been talking to that's really not that good. Just kind of sort of that could be, is their way to highway, and they could be kind of rude with energies. They're not really that good with their finances. As much as you love that energy, they may not be good with. They may be trying to keep up with a particular whoever, whatever. Just get into it. So you might have to pray for that energy. Yeah. So that's the energy that you may have to pray for you and them, around that. So I'm seeing financial independence come across your path. As a matter of fact, I see you in a leadership position, right? So two energies that you're dealing with, they kind of sort of look down on something about the energy, almost looks down on women, unfortunately, even though this is genderless, but whoever the energy is, they kind of look down on women and how they handle their finances. Almost like women are supposed to just come home and just give them the money. And so Source is saying to you, whoever these two energies are, you may balance them out, to some degree, where you may just say, here, I don't have a problem. Like, you kind of be receptive to that, but you're going to keep giving. And so Source is saying, no, they keep doing stuff behind your back, whoever these energies are. And so you being in a leadership position, you're dealing with somebody whose energy looks down on women. Whether you're a man or woman, it doesn't really matter. Their energy is almost like siphoning your energy. Can rub off on you. You being polite with everyone you meet, just something about their energy and just the way they talk or handle people. They're not supposed to have this, not supposed to have that, just looking down on people doesn't work for you. So being around energies who are an open book about their financial situation, they just can't see a woman being in a leadership position. Here we have Ace of Wands here, and you have ideas for energies. Here we have Ace, a leadership position possibly, something feels like a bait and a switch, there's just been a lot of conversation going on around, a lot of lies that's been told around somebody that you may have in common with someone, and that energy, being around that energy could contaminate, contaminate you. Something about the energy, let me see, 7, 8, even flying, maybe airplanes or something like that, or, quick progression up the ladder. Something about this energy being in a leadership position, or this person had their views, something about their views is just looks down on women, like women are not supposed to be, have a certain amount of money, not supposed to be in a certain position. It's just like something about somebody's views are so antiquated and outdated. Like they're supposed to just be at home, barefoot and pregnant. Whoever this is, it doesn't really matter if you're a man or a woman. Something about your energy will no longer be giving attention to it. Won't be giving any air to something anymore, right? And that's your time is money. You won't be giving any time or money to this energy anymore. Something about, so whether it's a man or a woman who believes that, something about it for you is just like, mm-mm. So if it's a woman who believes that, like, women are not supposed to be in a leadership position, something about that is like, mm-mm. Yeah, you're giving something a rest. Yeah, you sleeping on something. You're like kind of giving something a rest, right? So yeah, something is going to definitely cause a tower. Something you're having a total recall of something, because I'm looking at financial independence here, and so somebody may be thinking about doing something independently at this point, like kind of bringing a tower down, because something has come to light. Yeah, something has come to light. Here we have the Magician card. Like somebody has been maybe possibly dealing with two dark magicians, like causing a bunch of confusion around something. For some energies that's just been an open book, right? So here we have the Seven of Cups here. You're trying to keep your vibrations high when it comes to closing out cycles. Because people think the snakes don't have a spine. Obviously, snakes do have a spine. You're just having some kind of an awakening. You see these ladders right here, right? So you're having a Kundalini experience. You're having a spiritual awakening. So see these ladders right here? Snakes can go up a wall, right? So there's a duality to everything. Numbers, colors, pictures, duality to everything. Black, white, people, man, woman, zodiac signs, duality to everything, right? So some people are very wise. Even the nicest people, had to learn how they have to know when to kind of sort of move on. Some people know when to move on before another side comes out. Some people know when to close things out. So, like, for example, some people say, okay, they don't have to flip over all seven bowls. They just say, okay, you know what? I don't have to. I don't have to climb up every ladder. I don't have to get to the top. I don't have to, see what's behind every single door in order to. Some people just go out on their own. It's like, you know what? I don't have to see what's behind every single door. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like, some people will do whatever it takes to climb a ladder. We've all worked with those types of energies. They want to climb a ladder as fast as possible. They're familiar spirits. They don't want to really fully learn whatever. They'll do whatever to climb a ladder, right? And they'll step on anybody. Everybody walking around with tire tracks on the back of their neck. They got tire tracks on the back. Put boot marks on the back of their neck, right? So here we have the Five of Cups here. Yeah. So something has brought somebody down to a lower place. Something has really, caused somebody to just kind of be sad when they think about it. It's like, gosh, I can't believe, you put some people in a higher level position and it just drags you down to a lower place. Some people are not willing to do whatever to, make people cry. And some people, they don't care. We've all worked in those places. We have all worked in places where people would literally do whatever. They'll do whatever to climb a ladder. And they'll climb a ladder real fast. So everybody don't look like what they've been through. Yeah. So emotionally, some people do not look like what they've been through because they've definitely been through some really ruthless energies. You're closing out a cycle. Closing out a cycle with two energies. So you have some ideas what people have been through, but you're closing out a cycle with two energies. Then you move on. And somebody looks like they just have the weight of the world on their shoulders. They do. Yeah. from sacrificing a lot. Yep. Alrighty. Yep. Here's the Eight of Pentacles here. So some people just want to, loop people in. They want to make money off of people just by any means necessary. Some people are just cruel. They're just heartless. Just by any means necessary. So, let's see. Here's the King of Pentacles. Somebody has enough information. Anyway, that's what I'm seeing here. That is what I am seeing here. Journal. Someone is journaling. Just taking notes. 2 and 9 is 11. So I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. Yep. So someone has sacrificed a lot to move. The spark of life. So don't sink into hopelessness and despair, for it lives. So I guess for this, whoever typed this up, the typo. For in you lives a spark of life that is undefeated and unbeatable. You can overcome everything. Your destiny depends upon. Yes, that's what it meant. Whoever wrote that. Raise the bar. When you set higher standards for the people and situations in your life, you create space for new levels of joy and abundance. Rise above old patterns. Time to act. You don't have to know everything in advance. Take the first step and watch it all unfold. You can deal with whatever your path